Alright, Shalom. I'm the brother Siyat. I'm back with another video. But before I start off, I want to give all praises and the highest honor to the Most High Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakadash. I want to give double honor to my elder apostles and teachers of Great Millstone. Peace and salutation to the sincere Akiam, which are the brothers across this world, who have spread his knowledge in truth and sincerity. And also Shalom to the few sincere sisters that are listening to this truth. May the election be upon your households. God Shalom. So today I want to make a video concerning the breakdown of Revelations chapter 14. Now, a few days ago, I did a breakdown from Revelation 14, verse 1 until verse 5, which basically was going into the elect and the song. So I'm going to go briefly over those few verses, just to refresh it. And then I'm going to continue on in the rest of the chapter. So, Revelation chapter 14, verse 1. And I looked, and lo, a lamp stood on the Mount Zion. The lamp is Yahweh Shai. And with him 144,000, which are the elect. Okay, the elect of the teachers, the prophets. Having his father's name written in their foreheads. And when you look this up in different translations of the Bible, you're going to see that it says having his name and his father's name written in their foreheads. So I'm not sure why they did this in the King James Version, but it's actually supposed to be the name of Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. Okay, that's why we say Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. And I heard a voice from heaven. Let me go first, very quick, to the book of John chapter 1, verse 29, to show you that Yahushua is the lamp. Symbolically for a lamp. John 1, verse 29, the next day John seeth Yahushua coming unto him, and said, Behold, the lamp of Yahweh, which taketh away the sin of the world. So John calls Yahushua the lamp here in this case, and it's to show you that Yahushua is the lamp. So verse 3, and they sung, as it were, a new song before the throne and before the four beasts and the elders. Now the new song, new basically means refreshed. Okay, and this song is this truth, that we are speaking about through the Spirit of the Most High Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai. And no man could learn that song but the 144,000. So actually nobody can really know this truth like that, this doctrine, but the 144,000, which are the prophets, the teachers. And they are the ones, being on the streets, explaining these things, explaining the scriptures, and explaining it to the Israelites out there, to wake up and to come back to the Heavenly Father. Okay, so they are the ones that really know this truth, and then they bring the message along, to the sheep, so-called. So from there we can go to Matthew 11. Matthew 11, verse 16. Let me see. Matthew 11, verse 16. It says, But whereunto shall I liken this generation? It is like unto children sitting in the markets, and calling unto their fellows, which are Israelites, okay, and saying, We have piped unto you, so we have played this music, this song, which is this truth, and ye have not danced. People was like hearing this truth, this music, but they was like, I don't want to hear this. Let me just continue on with my business. I don't like what you say that nobody but the Israelites, can be saved and gonna be ruling in the kingdom or whatnot. We are all the same. That is what people think. So they're not down with this truth. We have mourned unto you, and ye have not lamented. So that is basically to show you that also this truth is a song. Okay. It says, Revelation 14 and 3, and they sung, as it were, a new song before the throne and before the four beasts and the elders, and no man could learn that song but the 144,000, which were redeemed from the earth. So the Lord chose, okay, I want this man, I want this man. No, you have 100 men. I want only this one because he listened good to me. Okay, next group. Okay, I want this Israelite here. Yeah, you listen too. Okay, so the Most High redeemed us from among all these people on this planet Earth. And he called us for doing this purpose, for spreading his word. Verse 4, these are they which were not defiled with woman, and that is speaking about philosophies. You can read the book of Proverbs chapter 5 and the book of Proverbs chapter 7, which goes in deep into this, that these women, which are other philosophies, other religions, other doctrines, for example, fake Christianity, Islam, Buddhism, whatnot, the elect are not defiled with them, meaning like they are not being sifted away from the truth by those false doctrines and religions, for they are virgins. You see, so this is not literally a virgin as in not having dealt with a woman, but virgin as in, basically not following these other religions, like let me see. Let me take this one here. We can go, let me see, we can go to Ephesians 4 and 14. Ephesians chapter 4 verse 14, that we henceforth be no more children, tossed to and fro, and carried about with every wind of doctrine. So everywhere we hear the doctrine, oh, this is about the Islam. Oh, here it says about Prophet Muhammad. Oh, reincarnation is what Buddhism says. Oh, that's also true. Oh, we were the Egyptians before. All these different things that you are following, that is not what we should be doing, and that is what the Most High saved us out from, being in this truth. Once we are locked in this truth, once the elect is locked in this truth, there's no falling out from that for them, that there's nothing that can take them away anymore from the Most High. By the sleight of men and cunning craftiness whereby they lie in wait to deceive. Speaking the truth in love may grow up into him in all things, which is the head, even Yahushua. Okay, so they are not defiled with other doctrines. These are they which follow the Lamb whithersoever he goeth. So we follow Yahushua no matter what. Lord willing, be part of that number. These were redeemed from among men, being the first fruits. Now the first fruit is like the governing body. That will be the 144,000. The ones that are right now the teachers and the prophets, those will be the government of the kingdom, basically of the whole universe, you could say, when Yahushua returns. And his kingdom is going to be established on this planet Earth. Okay? So, being the first fruits unto the Most High and to the Lamb. Okay? So, they are the ones that are going to be ruling first. Let me see, I had Proverbs 6:24. It says, oh, that's going into the woman. Okay, I'm gonna leave that one. Okay, so verse 5, and in their mouth was found no guile, for they are without fault before the throne of the Most High. So that guile, when they are speaking this truth, they are not bringing deceit concerning this truth, concerning the doctrine. Okay, the words that we are speaking are truth, like follow Yahweh Bashem Yashai, how we describe him, how he's described in the scriptures. That is how we explain to you. We don't lie to you about those things, We don't lie to you about only the Israelites being able to get salvation, So we don't speak guile to you like that, man. As these other camps, for example, or other individuals might be doing. The elect won't do that. And I saw another angel fly in the midst of heaven, having the everlasting gospel to preach unto them that dwell on the earth. Okay, so the gospel basically is this truth that we are spreading, what we are teaching. To preach unto them that dwell on the earth and to every nation, which this speaks about the Israelites. Okay, not literally every country as in the heathens. Okay, because the Israelites have been scattered throughout all the planets, all the different countries on the world. We are in Holland here, you have in Germany, you have in England, you have us in Ghana, you have us all the way in America, you have us all the way in Australia. So that is why this word is also being preached toward all those countries, but it's pointed towards the Israelites that live in that country, you know, to call them for salvation and to repent. You see, it's not for the heathens, man. And kindred and tongue and people. Okay, so you might be doubting in your mind, like, is that really the case? You know, because you have all these churches speaking about Jesus coming to save everybody and everybody can be accepted. That is not the case, man. Okay, Revelation 5 verse 9. And they sung a new song, saying, Thou art worthy to take the book and to open the seals thereof, for thou wast slain and hast redeemed us to the Most High by thy blood out of every kindred and tongue and people and nation. So out of all these different nations, you know, the elect has been redeemed through the blood of Yahushua. And we can go actually to James chapter 1 to also show you that the elect was being scattered. That the Israelites are scattered. Okay, look at what happens with slavery. With slavery, we was brought with ships to other lands, right? So that shows you that the Israelites were scattered to all the different countries. Okay, so let me see. James. Also in Ezekiel, if I'm correct. Let me see, Ezekiel. Let me read Ezekiel 37 verse 21. And say unto them, Thus saith the Lord Jehovah, Behold, I will take the children of Israel from among the heathen, whither they be gone, showing you that we are among the heathen, and will gather them on every side, and bring them into their own land. So that is what the Most High will do. And I will make them one nation in the land upon the mountains of Israel. And one king shall be king to them all, and they shall be no more two nations, neither shall they be divided into two kingdoms any more at all. Yes, because the nation of Israel was divided into the northern and the southern kingdom, which the northern kingdom are the so-called Latinos and Native Americans, and the southern kingdom, the so-called Negroes, you know, the tribe of Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. Now, let me go grab one more scripture, and then I'm going to continue on. Because I want to show you one thing that the Apostle Paul was doing when he was preaching among the heathens, among the Gentiles. He was preaching it to the Jews that were among these Gentiles, okay? The book of Acts, chapter 21, verse, let me start at verse 18. And the day following, Paul went in with us unto James, and all the elders were present. Speaking about of James, I didn't read it, but you can read James chapter 1, verse 1. And when you look at the word scatter abroad in the Blue Letter Bible, you know, you're going to see the word diaspora, which basically means of Israelites scattered throughout all the nations. So, verse 19, and when he had saluted them, he declared particularly what things the Most High had wrought among the Gentiles by his ministry. And when they heard it, they glorified the Lord and said unto him, Thou seest, brother, how many thousands of Jews there are which believe, and they are all zealous of the law. Here comes the point. And they are informed of thee, that thou teachest all the Jews which are among the Gentiles to forsake Moses. So he was teaching the Jews among the Gentiles, not the actual heathens, okay? Saying that they ought not to circumcise the children, neither to walk after the customs. What is it therefore? The multitude must needs come together, for they will hear that thou art come. Okay, so going back to Revelation 14, verse 7. Saying with a loud voice, Fear the Most High and give glory to him, for the hour of his judgment is come, and worship him that made heaven and earth, and the sea, and the fountains of waters. And there followed another angel, saying, Babylon is fallen, which Babylon is America, the USA. That great city, okay, it's actually a city, because what makes a city a city? Citizens. So Babylon is, America is just a big city. because she made all nations drink of the wine of the wrath of her fornication. Yeah, with her policies, with her democracies, with her false ideologies, saying that you can be different genders, whatnot. All these things, you know, they are making the world drunk. You know, people following their example, and what they're doing is basically all against the Most High Yahweh Bashim Yashai. You know, they're following Satan, doing satanic rituals. You know, eating babies, eating sperm, you know, drinking blood, whatnot, to keep their things going in the for example in the music industry, you know. But basically, America is like the one that is the most whore of them all, you know, giving all these filthy things, you know, and it's mad confusion going on over there, you know. So verse 9. Let me double check one thing. Yeah, verse 9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image. So if you follow Esau's system, you know, fully, and how do you say that? And the beast, basically the NATO and the EU, you know, and their image, the system, and receive his mark, which is the RFID chip, in his forehead or in his hand, basically brain chip or a chip in your hand, or by you, like in Revelation 13, verse 17, that you cannot sell or cannot buy anything, so no purchasing, no business, unless you have this chip. So if you do all these things, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture. So if you drink alcohol, pure alcohol, you know, and you don't mix it with anything, it's strong, right? So that is symbolically how the wrath of the Most High is gonna come upon you. No mixture. You just gonna get it purely, you know, a pure a pure wrath of the Most High is gonna come for you, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone. And that is speaking about, you know, the nuclear fire when World War III finally is hitting its climax, you know, America being totally destroyed with nuclear fire, and different countries across the world also going to be hit with nuclear fire, with missiles. On top of that, the chariots, which are the so-called UFOs, are going to be laser beaming out here, you know. So that is also that fire that will come. Okay, in the presence of the holy angels, yeah, because the holy angels, you know, will look also at the destruction, and in the presence of the Lamb, which is Yahushua. So we from there can go to Isaiah 34. Isaiah 34. Verse 4. And all the host of heaven, so their armies of Esau, shall be dissolved. Okay, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll. Now, when you roll something together, you know, like a scroll, that is basically symbolically for when the nuke hits and it goes down and explodes to the side. But you see the dust cloud, you see it rolling in itself, you know. So that is speaking about the mushroom cloud when the nuclear bomb hits. Okay. Let me see. And it says, and all their hosts shall fall down. So basically, all those armies, the military might, the helicopters, whatnot, F-16s, whatever they think they have, is gonna be done away with. Their whole power that they have over this world is gonna be done away with. You know, once this destruction comes. As the leaf falleth off from the vine, and as the falling fig from the fig tree. Yeah, man. So when you have a leaf that is almost about to fall off, you know, the smallest wind can make that leaf fall. So when the terrible wind comes, which is the nuclear fire, you know, that is when Esau is going to be taken out of rulership, you know, when Yahushua returns. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Basically, the missiles. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea, and this is just a different word for Edom, which is the so-called white man, and upon the people of my curse, the so-called white man, to judgment. Okay, so not only the so-called white man will get judgment, the other heathens also, the Ishmaelites, which are the Arab, the Moabites, which are the Chinese, the Ammonites, which are the Japanese, the Ethiopians, which are the Cushites, Mizraim, which are the actual Egyptians, you know, all these different nations, plus the wicked, evil people of the nation of Israel also, the 2/3 likes, you know, they're also going to get judgment. So Revelation 14, verse 11, and the smoke of their torment ascended up forever and ever. America is going to be burning for a long time. And they have no rest day nor night, who worship the beast and his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name. And you kind of see it right now already. When you are really following the system of Esau, yes, you can climb high in this world, you can have status, rank, but you won't have any rest in this society, you know, of theirs. Like, look at these artists. They be tired as hell. They be doing crazy rituals. They have to sacrifice different types of things in the evil sense to keep their power, you know. When you take this chip, there's no rest for you. You gotta listen to anything what these Edomites be telling you, you know. They be blackmailing you, whatnot. So let me see. Who worship the beast in his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name. So we can also go to the book of Isaiah 34, verse 10, because I said, you know, America's gonna be burning for a long time, not forever, but for a long time, and nobody is gonna put it out, man. Okay, if you look at the forest fires, the wildfires going on right now, they already have trouble with putting that fire out, you know, let alone where the whole land is in flames. The whole land is in flames, you know. You know how long that is gonna burn. Okay, so Isaiah 24, verse 10, it shall not be quenched night nor day, so the fire won't be put out when America is burning. The smoke thereof shall go up forever, for a long time, from generation to generation. It shall lie waste. None shall pass through it forever and ever. So the landmass of America, nobody is gonna be living there anymore, you know. They're going to be wild creatures, animals, whatnot, but people are not going to be inhabiting that land anymore. It's done. So, in the kingdom, okay? So, Revelation 14, verse 12. Here's the patience of the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments of the Most High and the faith of Yahushua. So, you need to do two things. For the people that say, yeah, the law, you don't have to keep the law because now Jesus came for everybody, you know. That's not true. It says you have to keep the commandments and you need to have faith. Okay, we get saved through the faith, not by keeping the law, but we still need to keep the law, okay, to show the Most High that we are willing to obey Him. Okay, so I have a lot of scriptures. You can go to Ecclesiastes 12, verse 13. You can go to James 2 and 26 and Romans 3 and 31. Let me read those myself also. Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God, so fear the Most High, and keep His commandments. For this is the whole duty of man. That is what we are supposed to be doing, being alive, to keep His commandments, to listen to Him. So Romans 3 and 31. This is Romans chapter 3, verse 31. Do we then make void the law through faith? Yeah, I hope y'all can hear me still. So, because, let me see. Because we now can be saved through faith, do we be like, we don't have to keep the law? It says here, God forbid. So, no. Yea, we established the law. Okay, we still got to keep the law. Try our best to keep the law because we cannot keep it perfect. Nobody's perfect, but we should at least be trying to do it. Okay, don't be over righteous, like trying to keep everything perfect because you're gonna destroy yourself. But don't be wicked, saying like, yeah, Yahushua came anyway, so I can do what I want, right? Nah, don't be in that spirit. So going back to Revelation 14, verse 13, and I heard a voice from heaven saying unto me, Right, blessed are the dead which die in the Lord from henceforth. Yea, saith the Spirit, that they may rest from their labors, and their works do follow them. So it's still a blessing when you die while being in this truth, okay? Because everything that you have done for the Most High, Yahweh Bashem Yashai, those works will follow you, and you get a great reward for that in the kingdom when you are being brought back to life. You could go to Isaiah 57 and 1. Let me grab that real quick. Isaiah 57 verse 1. The righteous perisheth, and no man layeth it to heart, and merciful men are taken away, not considering that the righteous is taken away from the evil to come. So the Most High can have mercy upon those, because the evil times are getting, the times is getting more evil and evil. So he's like, okay, you and you and you, I'm gonna take you with me back to the spiritual realm. Have mercy upon you. He shall enter into peace. They shall rest in their beds, each one walking in his uprightness. So they are at peace. Okay. When you die, you are at peace. Okay. That's why we call it rest in peace. We all go to the same place, whether you have done wicked or wrong. We all go to the same spiritual place when you die, and you have rest. The Most High gives you a judgment, and then after a few generations, if you, for example, was a man of Israel, you'll be born again as a man of Israel, maybe 75 to 100 years later, maybe earlier, you'll be born in that same bloodline as a man, as a newborn baby. And the things that you did in your past life, the wickedness, you're gonna receive judgment for that in the next life you live. And you will receive the judgment on this planet Earth. Okay, that is where you will receive hell, so to speak. You're not gonna go to a burning place forever, which is called hell when you die. Basically, you could say we all go to heaven when we die. So, Revelation 14, verse 14. And I looked, and behold, a white cloud, which is a pure chariot of Yahushai. And upon the cloud, which is a so-called spaceship, a so-called big UFO. And upon the cloud, one sat like unto the Son of Man. The Son of Man is Yahushai. So first we read he is the Lamb, but now we read he is the Son of Man. So he also is being described as the Son of Man. We can read that in Acts chapter 7, verse 55. But he, being full of the Holy Spirit, looked up steadfastly into heaven. So he looked up and saw the glory of Yahweh, and Yahushai standing on the right hand of Yahweh, and said, Behold, I see the heavens opened, and the Son of Man standing on the right hand of Yahweh. So Yahushai was being described as what? The Son of Man. So back to Revelation chapter 14, verse 14. And I looked, and behold, a white cloud, and upon the cloud one sat like unto the Son of Man, having on his head a golden crown, and in his hand a sharp sickle. Okay, because Yahushua is gonna take all these kingdoms out of their rulership, and he is gonna come basically symbolically with a sickle. What do you do with a sickle? You reap the harvest, and the harvest, speaking about when basically the harvest is ripe. All the wickedness in this world has reached its maximum for Yahushua now to come and take this away, to basically clean it. We can basically read that in, Daniel chapter 7. Daniel chapter 7, verse 13 and 14. Daniel 7, verse 13. I saw in the night visions, and behold, one like the Son of Man, see Yahushai, came with the clouds of heaven, which are the angels, the chariots, the so-called UFOs, okay, and came to the Ancient of Days. By the way, angels are not like little white babies, they are actually dark-skinned with afros. And they brought him near before him, and there was given him, so Yahushai, dominion and glory and the kingdom, that all people, nations, and languages should serve him. His dominion is an everlasting dominion, which shall not pass away, and his kingdom that which shall not be destroyed. Yahushua is gonna rule forever. You know, his kingdom is gonna be forever. Now for the harvest, the book of Matthew, I believe it's chapter 11, but let me double check. Oh, Matthew 13, if I'm correct. Verse 38. Matthew 13, verse 38. Let me start at verse 37. He answered unto them. Let me start at verse 33. Another parable spake he unto them. The kingdom of heaven is like unto leaven, which a woman took, and hid in 3 measures of meal, till the whole was leavened. All these things spake Yahushua unto the multitude in parables. And without the parables spake he not unto them. So he was talking in riddles to the people. To some, he was speaking in riddles because he didn't want them to understand this truth, okay? Because he knew in their hearts that they were wicked. But to others, to the disciples, he was explaining them the riddles, that it might be fulfilled, which was spoken by the prophet, saying, I will open my mouth in parables. I will utter things which have been kept secret from the foundation of the world. Then Yahushua sent the multitude away and went to the house, and his disciples came unto him, saying, Declare unto us the parable of the tares of the field. The tares are the ones that look like Israelites, but are actually from, the heathen nation, of Esau, the so-called white man. He answered and said unto them, He that soweth the good seed is the Son of Man, Yahushua. The field is the world, The good seed are the children of the kingdom, the Israelites, but the tares are the children of the wicked one, the Edomites, which might also look like so-called Israelites. They be dark skin, but their forefathers are white, from the white race, the so-called white race from Esau. The enemy that soweth them is the devil, is Esau. The harvest is the end of the world, and the reapers are the angels. So, Revelation 14, verse 15, and another angel came out of the temple, crying with a loud voice to him that sat on the cloud, Trust in thy sickle and reap. You see what we just read. Yahushua is going to be reaping at the end of this world, which basically means the end of this society. Not the whole planet is going to be destroyed, like they show you with so-called in the time of the dinosaurs, a meteorite struck and destroyed everything, or that the planet is going to explode. That's not going to happen, man. The society is going to be done away with. So, let me see. The harvest is the end of the world, and the reapers are the angels. So it says here, trust in thy sickle and reap, in Revelation 14. For the time is come for thee to reap, for the harvest of the earth is ripe. The wickedness has reached its stall. It's time to reap. It's time to take these so-called white people out of their rulership, and all the shit that they have been doing. And he that sat on the cloud trust in his sickle on the earth, and the earth was reaped. Yahushua basically is going to finish this society, this rulership of Esau. He comes in the midst of World War III. And another angel came out of the temple which is in heaven, he also having a sharp sickle. And another angel, there are going to come many angels, and another angel came out from the altar which had the power over fire. Okay, so this shows you he had power over fire. You have like different departments of angels also. You have different ranking or order among the angels, For example, right now, the angel that has power over fire. And cried with a loud cry to him that had a sharp sickle, saying, Trust in thy sharp sickle, and gather the clusters of the vine of the earth, for her grapes are fully ripe. You know, so like that wickedness is basically has reached its toll, like I said. And the angel thrust in a sickle into the earth and gathered the vine of the earth and cast it into the great winepress of the wrath of the Most High. Okay, so when you put a lot of grapes in a wine press and you press it, a lot of wine, a lot of blood, redness comes out of it. So a lot of blood is going to be spilled in that day, man. A lot of slaughtering is going to happen when Yahushua comes back. And the winepress was trodden without the city, and blood came out of the winepress, you see, even unto the horse bridles. So you know how high a horse is? Like on his mouth he has a bridle. That's how high the blood is being described to be, you know, in the time. By the space of 1,600 furlongs. And Yahushua is very angry, man. Okay, he's gonna come and do a lot of damage. So let's read Ezekiel. Ezekiel chapter 36. Ezekiel chapter 63. Not 36, but 63. 1 second. Isaiah chapter 63. Sorry. Isaiah chapter 63. Verse 1. Who is this that cometh from Edom with dyed garments from Bosra? Bosra was the head capital from the Edom, you know, where the Edomites used to live. That is glorious in his apparel, traveling in the greatness of his strength. I that speak in righteousness, mighty to save. So Yahushua. Wherefore art thou red in thine apparel, and thy garments like him that treadeth in the wine fat? So he was looking at him like, why is your clothing red, like he was in a wine press, you know, like all over the place, spilled blood, it looks like. I have trodden the wine press alone, and of the people there was none with me. For I will tread them in mine anger, and trample them in my fury, and their blood shall be sprinkled upon my garments, and I will stain all my raiment. So Yahushua is going to do a lot of slaughtering. For the day of vengeance is in mine heart, and the year of my redeemed is come. And I looked, and there was none to help, and I wondered that there was none to uphold. Therefore mine own arm brought salvation unto me, and my fury it upheld me. And I will tread down the people in mine anger, and make them drunk in my fury, and I will bring down their strength to the earth. Yahushua is going to do a lot of damage. But he's also going to use the elect. Okay, the angels are going to come. The angels are going to come to do damage, and Yahushua is going to use his elect. We can read it in the book of Ezekiel. Ezekiel, not sure which chapter. I believe 24, 25, where it says that he's gonna basically use the Israelites. Yeah, Ezekiel 25, verse 14. And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel. So the revenge he's going to take upon Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, he will also use the hand of the people of Israel, which are basically the Israelites, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. But when he comes back, right now, before the kingdom is established, the elect, the 144,000 is going to be used to hurt these Edomites. We're gonna have spiritual powers. The elect gonna have spiritual powers. Okay, flying, maybe blasting laser beams out of your hands. Laser eyes. Bullets bouncing off you. The military of Esau might be shooting rockets at you, whatnot, and nothing harms you. Crazy power, man. And they shall do in Edom according to mine anger and according to my fury. So if you think that you are angry, wait until Yahushua, until the Most High Yahweh Bashem Yahushua puts his anger inside of you. Now you're going to see what real anger is, because he can literally see 24/7 every millisecond what Esau is been doing. We can only see it with our eyes if we see them walking, or if we see certain videos, you know. But when we are sleeping for 6, 7, 8 hours a night, we don't, we don't see what they're doing, for example. But the Most High, 24/7, He sees what they be doing for years and years and centuries and centuries. So, you best believe He's gonna come with some great anger. And they shall know my vengeance, say the Lord power. So, with that, I hope it was edifying. I want to give all praises and the highest honor to the Most High Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakodash. I want to give double honor to my elder apostles and teachers of Great Millstone, and peace and salutation to the sincere Akyam across this world, who has spent his knowledge in truth and sincerity. And shalom to the few sincere sisters that are also listening. May the election be upon your households. God shalom.